Welcome back. Alcatraz Island has been an American icon for almost 100 years, and the setting for this week's movie, The Rock, starring Nicolas Cage and Sir Sean Connery. What began as a small 1-mile wide lighthouse and military fort became a federal penitentiary in 1934 and housed some of the most notorious criminals in U.S. history. Most notably was Machine Gun Kelly, who was one of the first prisoners to arrive at Alcatraz in 1934. Al Capone, who I talked about in our Some Like It Hot episode, go check that out if you want to learn a little bit more about him. There was also Alvin Creepy Karpis, a notorious bank robber. We've all heard of James Whitey Bulger, who served time at Alcatraz from 1959 to 1962 for bank robberies. During the Cold War, Morton Sobel was sent to Alcatraz after being convicted of espionage for the Soviet Union. And probably one of its most well-known inhabitants, the Birdman of Alcatraz, Robert Stroud, actually ran a bootlegging business from inside the prison. Beyond a few of the notorious criminals I've listed, I'm not going to bore you with a laundry list of facts about Alcatraz. It closed in 1963 and has since become a tourist attraction. Again, kind of a major plot point of the movie. But to that end, there are several reasons Alcatraz closed in 1963. The two biggest is that it just became so expensive to operate the facility, and about a half a century of saltwater saturation had severely eroded the buildings, as we saw when Mason and Goodspeed traipsed through the grounds. No, what interests me about Alcatraz as it pertains to the events of The Rock is a major plot hole I discovered. And no, it's not the fact that the boiler still worked, which is ludicrous, but I'll suspend my disbelief because, okay, it's a tourist attraction. And it's not even the fact that Mason and Goodspeed snuck into and onto the prison grounds with the help of the Navy SEALs. To me, it would have made sense for Hummel and his men to assume and prepared for an amphibious attack. No. What gasps my flabbers is the story of how Mason and Jade's mother met. Let's break it down. Mason and Jade's mother met at a Led Zeppelin concert after having escaped from The Rock. Jade was born in San Francisco and went on to live a wonderful long-coated life from the looks of it. Well, let's hold on a second. Led Zeppelin formed in the UK in 1966, and their popularity exploded in the US during their, quote, biggest band in the world era that lasted from 1970 until about 1975. Claire Forlani, who plays Jade, was born December 17th, 1971, and her character appears to be a 25-year-old woman, meaning that Jade would have been conceived approximately in March of 1970. Now that tracks with the band's biggest band in the world era, and it makes sense that they would have played in San Francisco in 1970. But Alcatraz closed in 1963. So what was Mason doing between the time of his escape in the early 1960s until Zeppelin came to San Francisco in the spring of 1970? We know he's not the kind who would have just laid low in a coffee shop or a British-style pub. So what was he doing? What happened during those 7-odd years? Even if he was captured, sent back to another prison, then escaped from that prison, why go back to San Francisco? I'll admit it's a gorgeous city, and maybe he wanted to experience the summer of love. But that was in 1967. Okay, maybe he escaped, heard about this summer of love thing going on, and went back. Makes sense. But as a British agent, it would have made more sense for him to return to the UK and enjoy the counterculture in Ladbroke Grove and Notting Hill. Not the Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts movie I hope to discuss someday. I mean, he did make a convincing hippie with that long hair and shower serenade. But there's so much we don't know about his life. Did he hang out in San Francisco for 7 years? Did he flit around the country and happened to end back up in San Francisco in 1970? We'll never know. Plot holes aside, this is a fun movie to discuss, so go ahead and give the subscribe button a cable car style ring so you never miss a thing, including our final movie of Action August, North by Northwest. We enjoy bringing you fun content all the time. Be sure to subscribe to the Real Relationships podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Stay safe, don't get held hostage at a tourist attraction so that we can see you soon.